Hey, what's going on today, YouTube? It's Matthew back again with another headphone review today. And today we have the, I don't know which one to grab. I'll grab this. The Skullcandy Crusher wireless right here. Now, I would go over the box normally like we usually do in these reviews, but we have another video on the channel about the Skullcandy Crusher wireless, which is actually the unboxing of them. So if you want to check it out, it'll be on the channel. Just check it out. So let me set down the box since we don't really need it right now. And now here are the headphones right here. Now, of course, like every headphone, they extend. And let me get on to the connectivity. Oh, I have them backwards. Now on the connectivity, well, right here, this button right here, in between the plus and the minus. The plus, of course, volume up, minus, volume down. But this button right here, all you do is push and hold, and then you'll hear it say power on. And then you keep holding it with your Bluetooth on, of course, and then it'll pair immediately. It was probably the fastest out of all the headphones we've reviewed. So it was actually really convenient and really fast. Now let me get on to, oh yeah, as well, right here. Well, I have the aux right here. Now, as well on the aux, this blue part can only go into the top of the headphone. It's like specifically designed for it. So this part right here goes into your phone, smartphone, or whatever you're using. And it also has the charging port right above it, right there, if you can see it. It has the charging port right there. And once it's fully charged, oh God, I'm dying. Once it's fully charged, it gets up to 40 hours of playtime. Just constant 40 hours, which is really good if you're going on a road trip somewhere, Florida, New York, Mexico, wherever you're headed. Probably not this time of year though. It's probably really cold wherever y'all are. And let me get on to more of the buttons. Now this right here is to deal with the bass. When you push it up, the bass gets more advanced, and when you push it down, the bass gets less advanced. So all the way down is little to no bass, and all the way up is the maximum bass this product comes out with, which is really, really a lot of bass. I'll get into that a little later. Okay, and now let me get on to the sound difference between the aux and the Bluetooth. Now, the Bluetooth sound is really phenomenal. Everything's really clear, but on the aux, it's not the same experience. I can't really explain it. I really can't explain it. It's really like, it's not the same. Like once you hear it with the Bluetooth, you're not gonna wanna go back for the aux cable. Now I'm not saying the aux cable is useless, of course. DMX is outside. Now I'm not saying the aux cable is useless, of course, because if you don't have it fully charged and you need to listen to some music, you know, to let the time go by, you can just plug in the aux like really fast. But with the Bluetooth, I don't know how to explain it. The sound is just way better, in my opinion, of course, you know. Other people's opinions, it's just mine, you know, I'm not that important. But anyways, yeah, it's just a really better sound in my opinion with the Bluetooth and without the aux cable plugged in. And we tested out the mic, of course, right here. Let me just show you it for a little bit, that right there. And it was good, but a little muffled, but it was an okay mic. Now let me get on to the comfort. Now the comfort is really good on these. Let me just show you the colors we have here. We have the white with the brown earmuffs right here, earmuffs. I don't know if they're actually called that. I just call them that. Now they do have an other colorway, which is all black. So we purchased these, but you can purchase the all black ones. The link will be in the description. Now back to the earmuffs. I don't know if they're called something else. Now these are different from the, let me get this box out right here. These are different from the Sonys. If you've seen the review of the Sonys, you know my opinions on that, so I'm not gonna really get into it. But the earmuffs on these, I can't really show you, I don't wanna break them. But on these, they go around your ear. And you know I had a problem if you watched the video with the Sonys, because they would catch little pieces of my ear and be squishing them against my head. Now let me actually show you how they look on head now that I'm talking about it, while I speak more about it. But yeah, they go around your ear, which is really good for me. I'm trying to get it good for my head, which is really good for me because when they're not around my ear, it really like squishes my ear and like makes the listen for a long time uncomfortable. Now this is how they look on ear. And me and Michael were playing with them, and when you tap this, it makes it sound like bass is coming on. A little thing you can play with if you're bored, they're not charged, you lost the aux. You just have them laying around and you're broke. And anyways, let me get more into why I believe these are maybe not way better, but better than the Sony Extra Bass. This is, of course, just my opinion. So your opinions can differ. Leave them in the comments which ones you like better. But they're both made for the bass heads out there and for people who love bass, like Michael, other people out there. But I believe that these are a better bass headphone than the Sonys. Not only for comfort, but the bass effect. Like I said on the Sonys, I don't really like when it vibrates your whole head and stuff, which these do as well. And you can control it on these, and I don't really remember if you can control it on these. You can control it on the Sonys, but you need the app, which is kind of, I'm not trying to say inconvenient, but I like it better with the button, maybe less of a hassle. So you can control both, but in my opinion, I prefer the bass on these, which is kind of the same to these, the vibrations and all that in the head, but the sound on these is way better as well. And I'm getting to the sound right now. The sound is really clear. Hear all the voices, the sounds, instruments, whatever. The bass doesn't overshadow unless you're going all out with the bass, all the way up. Now, all the way down bass, like I said earlier, there's little to no bass. So if you don't like bass, but you still want these headphones, you can still get them. They're not just strictly bass. Like, I believe these with the bass all the way down still has the vibrations in the ear. On the Skullcandies, the bass sounds more natural. On the Sonys, it's more artificial. Like, if you have a subwoofer, it sounds more like the Skullcandies, more natural, like Michael's car again. So in conclusion, my rating 8.5. Now, if you've gotten to the end of the video, thank you for watching. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on what headphones you want us to use or buy, purchase, same thing. Purchase, test out, whatever you want us to do. But this has been Matthew with the M&M Theory. These have been the Skullcandy Crusher Wireless, and we'll see you next time. My mom made tortillas the other day. She went and bought flour, and she bought the, what's that called? The thing that people hit people with?
It's called a roller. You don't hit people with it.
Well, I've seen, that's what on like horror movies, like the lady who like, let me see, like in, what's it called? The mystery like shows and stuff. That's what the moms usually use to try and kill the dads if they can't find a knife or kill people. They use the roller thing. They're like, ah!